Hey everyone, Brayden here coming to you with a breaking Disney news video. Last night I did a stream on Corey Meets World's channel. We were hanging out over in Epcot, and after Epcot closed, we went over and hung out on the boardwalk, hoping to spot some testing for Epcot Forever, the new interim fireworks show coming to the park October 1st. Disney is doing testing for it right now, running the show and everything, and they ran the entire show, and I got it all on videos for you guys. So we have the full show, all the visual elements. You can even see the kites flying around through the trees. It's incredible stuff. Now, obviously, since the audio has to travel past the International Gateway to the boardwalk, by the time it gets to us, it is very, very muddled, very muffled, the audio. It is very hard to hear. But the thing is, knowing all the Epcot musical cues, being an Epcot super fan, what I've been doing is just listening to it over and over again. So I've actually parsed together most of the audio cues and sections that we have in the show, and I've labeled them for you guys, and we can see all the visual elements to go along with all of that. So let's get right into it. I'm putting in my headphones. Let's go. So right now you're hearing the entrance melody, the Legacy, when you're walking into the park. That's what's playing in the distance. The sound is carrying on the water, but also through the trees, so that's why it's a little garbled. And obviously also it's really hard to hear from over by the boardwalk. Those fireworks look amazing. And you can see these fireworks, these are from the concept art that Disney released, which is also really cool to see that you can actually identify those pieces of concept art. Going into the show here, I have to say, the fireworks are amazing. You're gonna see like some wild ones here that are really special. So now we're sort of in a lull in the audio, as you can tell. Did you hear that? It's so hard to hear. It's like da 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 da. You can hear the horizons there. Now, right now, a friendship boat is actually going underneath the bridge that takes you to the International Gateway, where we were set up watching the fireworks. There were a bunch of bloggers up there watching it. It was really cool. See, look at these. See how they're like perfectly round? Those are so cool. And look, they keep going higher and higher. Look at that. That is amazing. I don't know how they do that. That was really cool to see in person, so it's like a pancake effect, like it went off at different levels. You can hear some singing here. This is the universe of energy. Universe. This is Listen to the Land. Absolutely beautiful fireworks. So this kind of feels like it was a section because it started with Legacy and Horizons, and it sounds like there's Legacy mixed with Horizons at the end here to me. It was kind of far away though. You hear that? It's the girl from the Epcot promo. She says, Soarin To Tower.
We are ready for takeoff.
Tomorrow's child. The best part is coming up. You see it? Right there in the tree, you can see for a second one of the kites. So this is the Soarin part. This is the Soarin theme. And you'll see in the trees. I didn't notice it at first, actually. So here we go. I'm zooming in. Just watch very closely. You'll see a a kite go by. These are the LED kites that light up different colors. You'll see one fly by. They fly around the World Showcase. See right there, right there. See it? That was crazy. Probably see it again here. There's a bunch of Tapestry of Nations parts I recognize throughout the soundtrack here, so this is the first one that I noticed. You can see the lasers up there in the smoke cloud. The new lasers are awesome. Mystic Flights! There it is, Magic Journeys. Insights. We already had this audio snippet from Disney's previews they give us on YouTube. That one you can definitely hear, the Tomorrow's Child. This is the best part. Oh. Future World is born today. That is so good. You see those sparkly fireworks? Look so good. That's the moment right there. Let's get some Figment action going. See, they have those fireworks that look like they're springs. I thought those were a cool idea for the imagination here. Imagination. You can hear the old swing style going here, so this is very obviously Makin Memories. The light of the sun. Somewhere right in here, there's so many fireworks going off, it's hard to tell, but right somewhere in here, it switches from doing the Makin Memories swing sound to doing the veggie fruit thing. It happens in here. Yeah, see, I switched it. I said it switched right there, but it's somewhere in that firework sequence. You can't really hear much in this part. Right here, it felt like they went through a bunch at once. So they went back through Imagination, and then you can hear, I think it's Tomorrow's Child. No, I thought it was Fun to Be Free. I couldn't actually tell here. Did you hear that? It was the veggie fruit thing again at the very end. And then we went into a lull here. And now we're getting... You can hear Soarin right now. And Tapestry. Here we go. Those are some awesome looking fireworks. It's the post show from Illuminations and of course Tapestry of Nations, the parade itself. Those are awesome fireworks. See the kite? Rain. Now you can really see the kites. Spread your golden wings. That part's definitely Golden Dreams. You can hear the horn very well from over. It carries nicely. Look at that. Do you see that? That's not LEDs. That's like a fire kite. Like the kite is actually sparkling. It looks so cool. Yeah, celebrate the future with fire kites. This is so cool. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. It's like the fireworks that go off of Cinderella Castle, except they fly around the World Showcase, like just continuing to sparkle. It is beautiful. Look at that. That is so cool. That is an awesome show element. See, and then we have Tapestry back. I noticed they play like a bunch of songs and then there's a little callback. And then they play a bunch of songs and a callback. So, in the original concept arts Disney gave out, you can see that each of them is captioned with like a different theme, like imagination, creation, all that stuff. So, I'm guessing those are the different sections. You can definitely hear a whole new world in here. I thought I heard We Go On. It's really hard to discern because you can tell they're just firing through like a bunch of classic Epcot themes throughout the years. It's awesome here. This is like the lead up to the finale. I almost heard Tomorrow's Child again there. This part's cool. Watch right here. All of a sudden it goes silent. Right? There's someone talking there, but it's too far away. It's too quiet. I hope it's Walt. It could be Figment. I don't know. Or Dreamfinder. We'll see. Now we're back to the legacy theme, so it's like the bookends, the beginning and the end. And then the finale is coming up here. The lasers look so good. They're using them for illuminations now, too. Those new lasers. There we go. You could hear those like crackle fireworks from over in the Magic Kingdom. Like I was hearing from people that were over at like the TTC and like way over there. They said that they heard it. Like the sound carries. That was amazing. That is a lot of those crackle fireworks at the end. So definitely a pretty powerful ending to the show. Let me know what you guys think of who you think those speaking parts are. There's a few parts in the show where it seems like, you know, it's kind of quiet and it's like there's obviously people talking. So are we getting Walt, Figment, Dreamfinder? I feel like those are the kind of people that they would use. And then obviously we have the spoken parts. The little girl that is in, that says the Soarin To Tower thing, we also heard her before the show started on the intercom. So I think she also does the pre-show, you know, like in 30 minutes, in 20 minutes, you know, those sort of things before the show actually begins. So you have a mix of all of that, and the visuals are incredible. Really, like, did you see some of those fireworks? The ones where it like explodes and it looks like a normal firework, and then all of a sudden all the lights go off in different directions. The part with imagination where they're like look like springs. Some really, really cool fireworks here. I was kind of thinking this is sort of like the last firework spectacular that Disney is going to do for a while, in terms of the fact that, you know, if we're looking at a lot of stuff now, like obviously Happily Ever After is a ton of fireworks, but it's also a lot of projection, you know, like that's a big element of the show. It's like projection with fireworks, right? And the new Project Kappa Harmonious show, we know there's going to be all those screens out in the water. So it's going to be like LED screens and content on there with Moana and Coco and Hercules, which we've seen so far that have been featured on the concept art. And then with that, obviously we're going to have a bunch of fireworks. So these are still going to be fireworks shows, obviously, but I'm saying this is one of the last ones where it's like firework dependent firework shows where it's only the fireworks and you don't have some sort of other visual element. Whereas if you look like things like Wishes and things that we've had in the past, they've just been firework shows. Now we're getting stuff where it's like a bunch of mediums put together. The projections, the screens, the fireworks, the lasers, you know, a lot of those extra effects. I guess Illuminations was kind of the first one of those, you know, with the globe, obviously, which is a screen, and then all the extra show elements with the lasers and things like that. If you actually go see Illuminations these last few weeks, Disney is using the new spotlights that you have for Happily Ever After in Epcot for the new shows that they've installed. They're using those for Illuminations. Like before the show, they like convene in the middle of the lagoon. It looks really awesome. And also there's new lasers out on the water, out on the islands that are out on the water, where the lasers actually move and can do different patterns. You can see it in the show there in a few sections. And that's also being used during Illuminations for the last few weeks here, which is a really cool thing. It's like the lasers that you have in Happily Ever After where they can actually sort of move around like up and down and change different colors, whereas the normal Illuminations ones that we've had for a long time, those were really groundbreaking for their time, but they don't, you know, like they're not digitized to like move around and all that sort of stuff. So it's a sort of an extra cool effect and really cool to see. So let me know what you guys thought of Epcot Forever. There is the show, at least the visual elements at least, and I'm so excited for us to get the full audio. That is going to be incredible. So let me know your thoughts on all of that. I really hope you guys enjoyed this in-depth look at the show. I'll talk to you very soon. This is Brayden. Have a magical day.